All right. So, welcome to Star Trek Reliant, the Star Trek Online adjacent podcast where we do Star Trek adventures in the Star Trek Online Foundry universe. For folks who remember that. I am your GM for the night, Duncan Idaho. I play a variety of characters, and let us go through who we have tonight on this chill episode. Starting with JB playing Chorog.
Hello, I am Chorog, and I have been trying to reach you about your Starship's extended warranty.
We've got our man out of time, DB Wells.
To all those who actually knew anything about ancient Japanese armor, I apologize. I did a Google search after last session. Turns out the silk was only the thing that held their armor together, not what the whole thing was made of. I will rectify this within canon later.
We've got our little raptor friend, Grawl.
I'm Arcane Frame, I play Grow, and I just want to say, oh, look, a shiny thing.
What shiny thing? I want the shiny thing. And then we have our XO as CMO and acting captain, Eli O'Connor.
I just want to say, I knew about the armor thing, and I had to do everything within my power to not kill you where you stood.
Insert the sound effect.
Alrighty, so after last episode, the USS Reliant is back on its way to parts that Eli O'Connor might know because he has been ordering the ship around, being, acting captain. So, as things have been happening in the quadrant, a lot of noise, a lot of chatter among the fleet about large grouping maybe in operation to take back certain stations from certain factions. What has our magnificent captain done to set Reliant on its way?
I guess we're going to Bajor. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, you could set a direct course, but we could also be, just taking care of some routine business before we go to Bajor.
Okay.
You are captain of the ship right now.
I'm captain of the ship. I guess we'll stop somewhere on the way. Where does everyone want to go? Listen. Time and time again, history has proven that it's not always the person at the top that has all the answers. Sometimes they just have to have a crew of people that know what they're doing.
Honestly, I'm thinking Arby's.
We're not sponsored. We can't do that.
No. I mean, we're going from the far side of the Beta Quadrant to the Alpha Quadrant. We can also use transwarp gates and get there in reasonable time. So we do actually have that flexibility where if the captain wants, we can make a stop somewhere.
Y'all want to stop at Earth? We can go to Detroit?
I mean, we could totally stop over at Earth.
We could. I don't know. What's everyone else thinking? Seriously, give me some input here.
Earth is actually not a bad bet. There's also Utopia Planitia for Mars, and then various trading stations along the way, or deep space outposts. You've got K7, you got Drazana, you've got Granalda Station.
Chorog needs to make a trip to Drazana.
No, we're not going to Drazana, I'm sorry. Executive override. That is the one place I won't go. I'm scarred for life from my experiences.
Well, the Reliant doesn't have to go. I'll just grab a shuttle and go. I have business there.
I mean, it is a long way between there. You could have whatever business come to you.
Well, since no one else is speaking up, I'm thinking Earth.
All right, the Reliant is prepping up at Earth. So for Chorog, for your business, feel free to have people, like whoever you need, make a trip over to Earth.
My guy's not welcome at Earth.
Really? I mean, not even for smuggling?
Especially for smuggling.
DM me what the contact is. And in the meantime, DB, what are you up to? while the ship is in transit.
Seeing as he didn't really get a chance to test drive his new suit or spacesuit armor, Daniel has gone down to the firing range and just placed one of the plates that he made downrange and is trying to shoot at it from a reasonable distance and failing, and now he's just moving the target closer.
Is anyone helping you?
That depends. Does anyone want to be there?
Grow is there wearing a adorable little phaser protection vest and holding the target.
Wait, you mean Goral's just kind of been holding the target this whole time? Or?
Yes.
Jesus.
Goral, are you sure this is standard practice? This doesn't feel right. Even back in my day.
Yeah, training settings are barely heard. They're just like a little sting.
I mean, I guess it's more dynamic this way. At this point, I'm just good. At this point, I can't hit the broadside of a barn from this distance. I'm just gonna have to get it point blank. Can you walk it over, please?
Sure. And Goro walks it over.
Thank you.
Checkers enters the range with a gun case.
Checkers sees Daniel pointing a standard issue phaser at what looks like a plate of just fabric, essentially, with Goral standing directly behind it. The phaser is powering up.
Checkers nods as he walks over and stands at the range next to DB, and he opens his gun case, pulling out a blunderbuss.
Daniel just kind of looks over. But why do you have that?
Made it myself.
Fair enough. I just not too much interest in history that was ancient even back in my day. At least now, like around these parts.
Listen, gun can do gun work, he says as he starts loading it with black powder, and then not using any like lead balls or anything, he's just stuffing forks in it.
Huh.
I'm not holding the target for that one.
You're gonna have to roll for how well this shot goes.
All right, let me open up the drive.
I would
will also be spending 4 threat.
I know exactly what I want to happen. Should it not go perfectly, it would be the perfect lead into how the whole armor thing goes from here.
All right, so what am I rolling for this, Duncan?
Go ahead and roll daring security.
Daring security, so that's 15. What focuses would help?
Experimental technology, anything along that lines, and firearms.
I have street smarts, games of chance.
Games
I have a
of
talent.
chance.
I forget.
Games of chance.
All right, games of chance.
You are playing it dicey with this rifle / blunderbuss.
No, this is like. Hold on, so let me see if we can find like a picture of what I have in mind. Like
the boomstick.
Like, shit. Give me just a second. These are all sort of like.
Actually, even if everything goes perfectly, can I just narrate a side effect of whatever happens with this?
Sure. As it relates to you, something will go wrong.
He's got this, it's like mini, it's like a pistol size. He's firing that with one hand.
It's a blunderbuss. Oh, God.
Yeah, I said it's a blunderbuss.
Oh, God,
good
no, I'm
half
thinking of the
dozen
name.
forks shoved in the barrel.
When you take a rifle and make a pistol out of it.
Well, it's not a rifle, it's a blunderbuss.
I know, but if you cut it down, it's like that idea.
Wouldn't it be a blunder arrow?
Yeah, it's like a sawn off or a conversion or something.
But anyway, yeah, you've got a blunderbuss hand cannon.
All right, so 15. And so you said games of chance will work here.
Yes, but I'm also spending 4 threat.
Crit 4. So what's the comp going to be with 4? Don't make me
16.
do math on my own. 16. Okay, yeah, that's actually.
Got a narrow range here.
All right, I'm just checking one thing really quick with my talents, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Because I have a jury rigging talent too, but I forget what that does.
That thing's called a dragon, by the way.
Talents overview.
Yeah, I had the jerry rig talent was one of the ones I was considering. I probably won't end up taking it.
Jury rig. Whenever you attempt an engineering task to perform. Okay, never mind. And none of my other things would work.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, here's the term. That's a blunderbuss obres.
I guess that fits. All right. Anyway, let's fucking go. As the youth said.
2 successes.
You fool! Your threat means nothing to me.
All right, so narrate what happens when you successfully and very successfully fire this arrangement of projectiles.
All right, Checkers. He loads it up with forks. He then, puts the powder in the pan, cocks it, aims, and all the targets downrange are just peppered with fork. Slivers of fork. Grawl is lucky that he moved in.
Well, that is every that is every target, including the one drawn onto the place of fabric armor that Goral is holding. One of the forks kind of went wide, and it buried itself. Like it just went almost all the way through the plate of armor that Goral was holding, and ended up stopping about like 6 or so inches away from Goral's face.
I mean, he's
Hey.
to the side. Is this like a fork ricochet?
It's just listen. It's a blunderbuss. That thing doesn't exactly have a narrow like cone of effect.
This is true. And to be very clear, Checkers is using his robotic hand to fire this. His robotic arm to stabilize it, so he's just one-handing it.
Yeah,
Whoa.
one of the forks just went wide.
Whoa, careful with those dingo hoppers.
Fuck, I can't even respond to that.
What the? Huh? Daniel just kind of closes the distance and grabs the armor plate from Goral. Just looks it over. But I thought this was a thing. Is armor like this not a thing? It shouldn't have done something against a fork.
What? Checker says as he looks over in DB stall. What did you make that out of?
It's like I wasn't there like thread armor back in the day that was I thought I remember hearing about that. It's like it was really good at stopping arrows and stuff, and so I just upgraded it to the modern equivalent of space silk.
I think you're thinking of chainmail for arrows. This, though, fabric armors are more for, not being hurt by blunt things.
So this wouldn't have helped at all against most projectiles.
No, it would not have.
Daniel turns back to Goral. And I was going to shoot you with a phaser.
Phasers are not... Never mind.
I mean, I'm sure you could have some kind of energy-absorbing fabric for things that are, like that. Like something that spreads out the energy of an attack. But this is just a... If you're using bullets or fork, that's... No.
Daniel just reaches out a hand to grasp at one of Goral's claw hand things. Goral, I'm so sorry. You don't have to help me with this anymore if you don't want.
No, it's fun. It's training settings. They don't really sting.
Right. Okay.
Put that target up there on an actual thing, and I'll see what I can do.
And
I'm canning this one. Is back to the drawing board.
walks over and puts the target on a mannequin that somebody found that's dressed in some in a Pikachu outfit for some reason.
Well, that'll do, Checker says as he starts loading the blunderbuss again.
Some things really do never change, huh?
This
Daniel
time-
shakes his head.
This time, Checkers is loading it with butter knives.
Daniel takes a step back, making sure Daniel's making sure he is behind Checkers, because as far as he's concerned at this point, that thing has a 180-degree cone of possible effect.
Pretty
Quarrel
much,
hides
yeah.
behind a table.
All right, do I have to roll the funny again?
Yes, you do.
Very good. Do I still have the threat?
No, not this time.
Can I voluntarily add the threat?
Yeah, I was gonna say you could buy momentum by giving threat.
No, I just want to add the threat.
Yeah,
Am I allowed to do
suppose so.
All right, so same roll as last time. Let's go gambling. I can't stop winning. I'll let you narrate this one, Doug.
Oh, God. You take another blast with the blunderbuss, and basically, at every target, another fork is almost expertly...
These are butter knives, but yes.
Oh, sorry, butter knives. So the butter knives also hit the same targets. Like, not in the, like, a geometric pattern, like, right below, but it's basically... You get another really good spread of how those are dispersing across the firing range. You
All
do
right.
not... Yeah.
I have a question, though. Are the forks or the knives better for ammunition?
The knives are. The forks have... Yeah, so the forks, they've got a little curvature to them, so the ballistic trajectory is a little wonky, comparatively.
All
Plus, I
right.
imagine the knives would have more weight to them.
Perhaps. Well, time to try the last thing of ammunition. Spoons.
As Checkers loads the spoons into the blunderbuss, Daniel just asks from behind him, "So, I've been having a little trouble figuring out what to make my armor out of. After that incident with the squid, I've been trying to toughen up my spacesuit, and I've been running into some dead ends. Everything I can think of is just from my time would be too heavy or bulky, or would risk snagging on it and creating a tear. Just, what's your take on transparent aluminum as armor? Because that's one of the only things from this time period that I've actually worked with a little."
That would honestly be incredibly stupid.
Really?
Yes. Why go transparent? That's my biggest question.
I don't know. I thought it was stronger than normal aluminum.
Hmm.
It's just transparent.
It's just see-through.
Possibly even a bit weaker.
Hmm.
No, I think it's stronger because it has to be able to, like, take, space objects being able to hit it. That's why, like, they were considering her from the International Space Station, I think. Because it was better than using glass, which they had to do really thick panes of glass. I could be completely mistaken on this, so anybody that actually knows NASA things...
no, I'm just going based on the fact... I'm going just off of Voyage Home.
I don't know, but anyway, Well, there's a lot of things you can make armor out of. What are you looking to get out of armor exactly?
I mean, I'm not expecting to be shot too much in space, but clearly I'm not safe out there in this day and age. I don't know. I've already got a couple of precautions against suit breaches, but at this point, I guess I just don't want to get stabbed through the suit. Or shot through the suit. Or I don't know. Is impaled different enough from being stabbed to mention?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like impale, that like in one side out the other. That's impaled. Stab is just, it's in you. Okay, how about this? Have you considered neutronium?
What?
It's really strong.
Wait, just out of character, I coughed a little when you said that. Did you say neutronium?
Yeah.
It's in Star Trek. It's an armor.
Yeah, it's also it's hypothetical real thing.
I guess I'll look into it. I'll, just
There
for
there is
posterity's.
there's a hypothetical neutronium alloy fiber that would be perfect for making a suit. You are a man of science. I'm sure you can try to figure that out, even if it's a one-off.
I mean, I'll look into it,
You can
and in the
invent
meantime,
and
I'll
be
just
famous, get all the prizes, and then give me, some of the prize money because I gave you the idea. You'll get
right,
free pizza for life.
right, sure. I'll look into that. I'll honestly, just to cover my bases, I'll also try something with the aluminum, see how it ends up in practice. I don't know. But
Think about this.
thanks for the advice, I guess.
Aluminum, they used to make drink things out of that, right? That you could like easily crush with your hand.
Well, yes, but the aluminum cans were made out of aluminum that was rolled to be paper thin, and also a lot of people most people couldn't totally crush one with their bare hand. They'd have to use both hands, apply pressure from either end, and just kind of crush it like a pneumatic press.
I mean, I guess that's true of humans, but what are you going to do with like a Vulcan or a Klingon? You realize they're a lot stronger than a human, right?
Listen, the point is, if regardless on what I end up going with, unless it's some kind of miracle material, I'm probably not going to have armor as thin as an aluminum can from the 2050s.
Okay, well, the miracle one literally would be the neutronium, but I believe in you.
All right, well, I'll leave you to your cutlery warfare, I guess.
See, I'm going to be carrying one of these during the battle if I can.
Just out of character, has anyone actually told Daniel that we're planning on storming uh
Nobody's told Checkers. He's the quartermaster and he sees everything coming and going through the ship so he can make assumptions.
battle? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
We're going to the battle? What?
No, we're going to Earth. I meant, paintball battle. I'm testing these before I test them with paintballs.
You know they make paintball guns.
Bah. Look at you and your fancy paintball gun. Why gun when you get a paintball blunderbuss?
A blunderbuss is a gun.
No, it's not. It's blunderbuss.
Also, the gunpowder would rupture the paintballs before they even leave the barrel.
See, I'm thinking about that. Oh shit. We were just haunted by a ghost. What the hell?
You can make a paintball blunderbuss. Just use compressed air instead of gunpowder.
See, I can't do that.
Why not?
I like the smell of gunpowder.
You know what? Fine. Maybe you'll end up making a liquid paint blunderbuss. I don't know. I'm gonna go make some prototypes. Goral, do you want to stick around here, or because I'm done in the firing range for now.
I'll go with you. I don't want to be dodging cutlery.
No, it's all paintballs now, remember? No cutlery.
He was loading spoons as we were talking.
All the same, I prefer not being hit by projectiles.
Well, Hold on a second. Let's see if the last one does well. Since I'm going to be all alone in here, I don't want to, have to go to the hospital alone.
All right, fine. I'm just gonna step back a little more.
That's fine. Fuck yeah.
3 successes.
I can't stop winning.
For now. All right. How do the spoons go?
I think the spoons went pretty well. Like, they're on par with the knives, but that's because, this is a lucky shot with 3 successes. The knives are still probably going to be the best, but they were just packed just perfectly.
You somehow managed to get the spoons to stick into your targets. But before it gets too late, let us go over to Chorog. What is Chorog doing as the USS Reliant makes its way into the Sol system?
Chorog is in his quarters opening a secure channel to a former associate of his that may or may not have some items that he's looking for. The comm channel pops open. You again, what do you want? Well, it's nice to see you too, Quinn. Looking to do some business. Are you still in the armor trade? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Look, I need. Remember that armor I proposed to you some time back? Yeah, that neutronium stuff. Yeah, you ever make it? I made some prototypes. Good. I need you to come to Earth. I have some use for it. You know I'm not welcome at Earth after what happened to me with Quinn. I didn't tell you to go to ESD. Meet me on the planet. In this place called Detroit. It's a pretty scummy place. You'd like it there. This better not be a trick. I haven't tricked you in 3 years. All right. I'll come to your Detroit. Where do you want me to meet you? Just scan for my signal. You'll find me. Chorog out. Annoying little Ferengi. What was that roll for?
What roll?
Never mind.
We've got ghost dice in here.
So Chorog is preparing to head down to good old Detroit and is going looking for the Ratkin so he can set up a little surprise for them.
Duncan, are you speaking? I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, god damn it, I was muted. The recording heard me just fine. All right. So the Ratkin are doing their duties. So they're seeing to regular security patrols around Reliant, checking in security systems, making sure everything's good to go, making sure no one's disturbing the bees. And, they're available to be contacted as soon as you've got something.
Chorog leaves his quarters, going looking for the Ratkin, and stumbles upon one of them crawling out of one of the Jeffries tubes. Hey, get the rest of your group together. We're going down to Detroit. I have something I need to set up with you guys for our little mission that's coming up.
Oh, what? Mission coming up? Oh, yeah. We get the crew together. And the Ratkin begins to summon the other Ratkin.
Meet me in the shuttle bay. We're going to take my shuttle down.
The Reliant salutes and proceeds to organize the rest of the security team to meet Chorog down by the shuttle bay. So the Reithians are down in the shuttle bay.
Chorog's there prepping his shuttle for launch. And actually, it's comp edge. Chorog to O'Connor.
O'Connor here. What's up?
Just so you're aware, I'm taking my shuttle down to the planet. I have a little shopping trip to do down in Detroit.
You know what? I'm not going to question it.
Copy that, Chorog out.
Yeah. Eli sighs and taps his comm badge.
He taps his comm badge. Who does he contact?
Oh no, he was tapping it to like end the call.
Gotcha.
I don't know, is anybody with him or around him? Giving you an opportunity here, Duncan, to do something.
I mean, the Reathaians are around him. Marcus and Setsa are off in different parts of the ship. Setsa's being a good scientist and doing science and seeing to a bunch of ecological modeling. She's happy. She's listening to music. Tail wagging in her chair. Graves, on the other hand, he's working out in one of the workout rooms, doing a little bit of martial arts training.
Alright, Eli's gonna go to the more fun one, aka the gym.
the gym. That's as being boring.
He's doing science and she's doing her actual job, so probably wouldn't be best to bother her.
So Marcus is in a black t-shirt, black combat fatigues, and does not have shoes on. That is his attire right now.
So, how you adjusting to all this?
Fine. Actually getting to be relaxed a little bit. Realizing it's been quite a while since I was in that state of mind.
Yeah, well, we're at Earth, by the way, if you didn't know.
Oh, no, I was kind of not paying too close attention to ship business for once. Just giving myself a chance to breathe and meditate even a little bit.
You're not a prisoner here. You can go down to Earth if you want.
I know, it's like, I mean, I know the Academy area, know a little bit around Chicago. Don't really, I guess I could do a little tourism.
I mean, I need some R&R before we get into the upcoming stuff.
All right. Do we want to bring anyone?
You're allowed to bring Setsa, although
Okay.
she's working, but, if anybody could pull her away, you'd probably be better for that.
All right. Let me think on exactly how to do that in the best style possible. Yeah, he smirks. Just, otherwise, everything going good with command? Nothing, too strenuous?
Everything's great with command. It's just I don't know how you do it. You're better with direction than I am, but once I have a task, I'm better at it. So just trying to find my drive to give other people direction is what I really need.
Yeah. I handle it by not having hobbies, so I don't really recommend that approach.
That's not healthy. I'm not doing that.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm recovering from right now. So, get
hobbies. Jesus.
All right. Let's see. Thinking where we could go. Any ideas on Earth? Like general location, general regions?
Well, Chorog's going to Detroit, and I feel like let's not go to Detroit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What about grabbing lunch somewhere cool?
Have you ever gone to historic Bozeman?
No, I haven't gone to Bozeman.
Yeah, they got a whole first contact day setup thing there.
There was a field trip. I was sick. I didn't go. So I heard a lot of. Well, Setsa has some stories there. They went hiking. It was raining. She thought she was gonna die.
There's always Luna too, since that's not far.
No, I think Bozeman's good. I mean, Setsa knows the area.
I also, fortunately, know the area. There's also New York. I know that pretty well.
Yeah, either way.
Let me see. I know a lot about Norfolk, both in America and in England.
Norfolk, England could be interesting.
I mean, it's a bit dead out there. Well, not dead. That's probably not the best word.
Sleepy, slow.
Yeah, sleepy.
I mean, might be fun to take Setsa there. She's, cosmopolitan hippie.
Sure, we can go look at some of the old East Anglian forts, like Roman Age stuff, Viking stuff. Why not?
Cool. All right, let's go get Setsa.
All right.
And they proceed off. Graves stops by his quarters real quick to do a quick shower and get changed. And he meets Eli back outside. They proceed over to the science lab where they hear a mix of, well, like just various pop music. It's kind of indistinct. Just general Federation popular music. And Setsu's just humming away, really focused on her work.
So that's
What?
we're going to be going to England. Do you want to join us?
England's on Earth.
Yes, we're at Earth.
Oh, that's why it's quiet.
Yep. A lot of people on leave right now. We're kind of... Okay, nobody's actually noticed, but we're inside Earth Space Dock right now. Like, have you looked out a window? Like, I don't think seeing metal outside is...
I don't have a window in here. We're kind of in the center of the saucer.
Oh.
And
Oh god, I never realized.
yeah, science lab's kind of buried in here. Kind of makes it cozy, but yeah, like, yeah. Ever since I, redecorated in here, I've just kind of made this my little nook. And the science lab in question is basically covered in computers, covered in scientific equipment, data storage units, ecological modeling equipment, and a variety of drapes and Ibi geometric decorations. It is even more cluttered.
So this is basically your own little mad scientist lab, but in a cute way.
Yeah, that's what that Kara says. Although, she says when I laughed the first time, it was a little much.
You'll laugh again. I gotta hear this.
Oh.
All the pressure's on you right now, Duncan.
No, I cannot laugh at that.
Okay. Fine.
She gives a mild chuckle, and it's like, it was spur of the moment.
All right. Well, we're going to be going to Norfolk, I suppose. They got the world's smallest miniature steam train there.
Okay, I'll dress up for it. Yeah, because
Just dress casual.
I'll dress how I feel, and she kind of gives a smirk at that.
All right. Well, I kind of want to stop in Wigan for a Wigan kebab, unfortunately.
I have no idea what any of that means.
A Wigan. It's better if you just see. That's probably the best way I could put it.
Okay, very well. Just give me a minute to, get changed, and we'll be good to go. And with that, Setsu hops up, turns off her lab computers, goes back to her lab computers, turns it on for a second, types a little bit, turns it off again, and they proceed over to the door.
All right, and I'm putting in game time chat for those not aware. This is what a Wigan kebab is.
I have no idea what that is, and I'm looking at it.
What the hell is that?
Here, I'll get a better picture of it. Here we go.
Is that
like
some kind of fried... Is that a little pie inside of burger buns?
Yes, it's basically...
With an egg?
It's a pot... No. Sometimes you'll see it like this, and I apologize for the disturbing quality. Well, you see like mashed peas and gravy. But it's like a meat pie inside,
A burger.
Right. Inside buns.
Oh no.
I guess the buns might help with portability, but at this point, just have like a roll or something with it. Like, come on.
I mean, it basically is a roll.
It could probably classify as many different kinds of food. And with that, let's take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. Camera pans to the streets of Detroit. They've been developed well over time, but at the same time, Detroit still has a little bit of a, let's just say, rustic charm, along with quite extensive greenery crisscrossing the city. Chorog, you have arrived in Detroit.
One sec. And a mouthful of coffee. Chorog lands his shuttle in what could be best described as a parking lot for shuttles. Him and the Ratkin exit the shuttle. He closes the boarding ramp and arms the security system. I remember where we parked.
Yes, yes. We parked near the place.
We need to head towards the center. That's right. That's where my contact's going to meet us.
Oh, okay.
As Chorog and the other Reathans stroll down the local street, they spy a rather curious sight. A very, very disheveled looking Ferengi begging for latinum. All right, keep walking, ignore him.
But they need our help. We have. Is he a threat?
Trust me. He's problematic. Nope, keep walking, keep walking.
One of the Ryuthan gives him the strip of latinum.
You realize he's got more latinum than he knows what to do with it, right?
Now he has more. They chitter and hop along, walking quickly to keep up with big-legged Chorog.
Well, they arrive at the designated place, and they're there waiting for about 5-10 minutes before rather well-off-looking Ferengi walks up to them and says, lost my place, hang on. The golden rule sent me. There you are, Quen. So do you have it? Quen opens up a case he brought along with him. What do you think? Of course I have it. I can't give it away. Nobody wants it. Well, I want it, and so do my friends here. What are you going to do with neutronium armor? Yeah, you know, never mind. I'm not going to ask. Last time I asked, I regretted it. Let's just say it's being put to a good cause. Turog grabs one of the pieces and tries it on. It fits reasonably well. Then turns to the Ratkins. Okay, guys, find one that fits, and if it doesn't fit, we can adjust it later.
One of the Ryothans is already just has their head poking out of a human-sized bit of torso armor.
Yeah, I think there's some smaller pieces in there.
Okay. And they descend upon the armor and quickly find, well, quite a bit of armor pieces, scraps, other plates, and just enough to assemble some very good pieces of neutronium armor for them.
Perfect. Oh, yo, Quen, as much of a pain as you are, you actually came through this time. I mean, this time, I always come through for you. Trog just kind of gives him a look. Okay, there was that one time. Trog reaches into his bag and hands Quen a small package. Quen opens it and... Oh, this is more than I was anticipating for this, but thank you. Oh, you've earned it this time, you annoying little Ferengi.
At this point, one of the Ratkin pokes Trog's leg and says, Boss, isn't someone coming?
Trog snaps around looking to see who's coming.
He hears it first. He hears like a hydraulic whirring as metal footsteps get closer and closer. They turn the corner and it is an armored up cyborg looking man.
Oh, for the love of Kalis, what is this?
Is he our fleet security? He might be security.
Something wrong, officer?
Okay, god damn it. Got that as well.
I mean, he might not be an officer.
What is going on here?
I'm conducting business.
Do you have a business license?
Yeah, I got a pointy one and a blasty one. Which one do you want to see?
His leg opens up and he draws a gun. Threatening an officer of the peace is a crime.
Trog reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small cylinder device. You know what this is? This is an EMP grenade. I could shut you down in a heartbeat.
He shoots the grenade.
The grenade is shot. You do also have a swarm of ratkin with you.
Sick 'em, boys! Turn him into scrap!
The ratkin quickly jump towards the officer.
It does nothing.
Scrap him!
He can't get into the seams. He built tough. No bitey work.
He picks all of them up by their scruff and just holds them with one hand.
You guys with your shock sticks, use them!
You are under arrest.
Look, you robo-annoyance. This is none of your business what I'm doing.
You are committing crime. Business crime. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
I mean, that's not what Surfy Security said. I did.
Business crime.
It just got... Oh, no. No one tell Jess Aronin.
Oh, you sure you want to play this game with me?
Try me, dirtbag.
Charles quickly draws and disarms him.
All right, let's go ahead and do some rolls for this. Chorog, go ahead and give me a daring security or control security.
This guy's still at like 10 paces.
I'll do control security. What the hell?
And then, yeah, we'll see how this goes. And then RoboCop will have a chance to respond.
No, it's legally distinct RoboCop. What are you talking about?
Okay, legally distinct cyborg officer of the Detroit Civic Municipality.
Exactly.
Parag, whatever you do, don't let legally distinct RoboCop point his gun at any sort of downward angle towards you.
We'll have to make it a phaser, but it'll still hurt. 2 successes. You're able to get a quick shot off, splashing against the suspicious officer's arm, releasing the ratkin. They scurry.
You have assaulted a peace officer.
You started it. I'm
Who
finishing.
said you wanted a dead or alive? They're not peaceful.
You started it. I'm finishing it.
Should we get the Ferengi? Maybe. It might be his friend. This might be a ruse.
Pick up the armor pieces. Go back to the shuttle. I'll be there shortly.
The ratkin nod and salute and proceed to scurry away with all the goods. Plus things that might be goods they found on the street.
Robert Cop, yes.
So, RoboCop, you have been assaulted. What do you do?
He readies his pistol. My turn. And he's
Chorog,
going.
you also have the Ferengi next to you, still.
If we're going to do crime, we're going to do crime. Charles grabs the Ferengi, uses him as a shield.
Ferengi scream here.
Ooh!
And well, you think that I'm going to do a beam. Wide arc stun.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll that would be appropriate for his skill level with 4 threat.
Of course. With how many threat you said?
4. Target comp
4.
range is 16.
All right, the target was going to be 16. You know what? It's going to be funny because if it's 16, it'll both be a comp and a success. This is funny to me.
3 successes. You're able to stun the Ferengi, and which causes him to go limp, and Chorog is unable to keep his grip on him for that critical moment. As Chorog is also partially stunned by the blast. Like, in one arm, you feel yourself go numb, where you weren't able to cover yourself. You are certainly tasked with a difficult opponent. The other thing you might be able to do is call for backup.
Trog grabs his limp arm, activates his communicator. Boys, bring it in. Just then, Chorog shuttle decloaks overhead.
The Ryuthans are at the helm.
Rattle 'em, boys.
Boys, make 'em dance.
At that moment, the lights of the shuttle turn on, and you just hear Norwegian pop music start playing.
Not what I had in mind.
Hey, sorry.
And they proceed to use the cannons
Too late.
for
He's-
stun.
He was dancing.
Oh, he was dancing. Oh, he is
He
actually
did the robot.
dancing.
He did the robot when that.
Chorog, your opponent is dancing.
It's the robot.
Boys, now, beam me up.
They beam him up.
Oh. You beaming up RoboCop.
Wait, who?
No.
Yeah. What? No,
beam
they're
me
rolling
up.
for it now.
All the threat. Every threat you can give. Beam up RoboCop. I dare you. Fuck, I forgot about that commercial.
One success. They're able to beam up Chorog. It's a close thing, but yeah, they get their boss. And they're able to, well, scoot as they need.
Chorog goes over the overhead speakers. Hasta la vista, Robo Schmuck.
He walks over and picks up the Ferengi that you forgot.
Ferengi is stunned.
Him you can keep. We're out of here.
And they go whoosh.
You will give information on your cohort. He shall face the full extent of the law.
Quen is just, he's like...
He looks down at the bag full of neutronium, whatever's left. Neutronium smuggling. Neutronium has been outlawed in Detroit except for my chassis. I am made out of neutronium. Yes. We're taking you down to the station. Would you like to stop for some chicken? Courtesy of the...
All right.
Wait, technically, isn't RoboCop made out of cold cuts?
No. This is legally distinct RoboCop. Jeez.
Robert's
It's
cop.
new Trobocop.
It's new RoboCop.
Okay, isn't new RoboCop technically made out of cold cuts?
No, he's made out of neutronium.
He's made out of dead bodies.
No, there's a dead body inside him.
Well, he's made of cold cuts.
All right. So,
Still pretty
before it
warm
gets
if you
too
ask me.
late, there's another side of this we need to get to. For fun, DB, Wells, and Grawl have also been invited to Norfolk.
I don't know what's in Norfolk. I just
You will see. It's England,
Wait,
rural England,
are we talking England or Virginia?
England,
In East Anglia.
rural England. Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
okay. Yes.
For the common good. It's local place for local people.
You know what? Daniel will be annoyed that he's being pulled away from his work, but it's been a while since he's been to Earth, so he will go.
Daniel, welcome. I stopped and got Wigan kebab. Here, have one.
The fuck is this?
It's a meat pie in a bun. Don't question it. I didn't
Why-
put mushy peas. I made sure not to ask for the mushy peas. You're fine.
I don't get it. Why not just get the meat pie in a roll? Why's it got to be on a bun?
I mean, if you're not
Honestly,
gonna
it's
have
going to
it,
be messier that way. The bun is gonna squish the pie and it'll all fall out the sides.
it all depends on how you hold it. Okay. You're a smart man. You can hold it right. Girl, I also got you a Wigan kebab.
Girl?
He's quiet.
Yeah, you're lighting up, but we don't hear you. May need to reload. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
El Tecnificante.
Yeah, I knew we were having I knew we were having a smaller group than usual, and it was going to be a light prep
Alright,
session.
still can't hear him. What the hell?
But like, I didn't expect everything to be this off the rails the whole time.
No, it's...
I mean, the adults are gone, so I'm just rolling with it.
This is the goofy session. What do you mean adults are... I'm an adult, damn it.
Well,
I'm the captain.
The Baz and the Jarlin are gone, and they're the ones that usually have this the most level head.
Robin Hood has gone out for the day. All that's left are the merry men.
Hell yeah.
Alright, Grawl, try one more. Hopefully it works. Well, Grawl's setting up here. Setsujigoro, actually, no. We'll save her for word. Here, Grawl's back. Graves arrives, and yeah, he's just in a casual black.
I'll let the girls back to see if he's... Still nothing. Fuck.
Oh no! What is going on?
Is it maybe an issue with your microphone itself, or
like it's lighting up?
It's lighting up. No sounds coming out. Like you're not
weird.
Muted. So,
It's like Discord's just not putting it through.
You're
like,
not muted by settings, but yeah, you're not.
Who are we talking about?
Grawl is having issues. Arcane.
I tried muting and unmuting. Maybe that does something.
Probably not, but worth a shot.
should we try all leaving voice chat and giving it a full reset to see if that does something? Just
I don't think it
come
would.
back.
Yeah. Could try a different device if you got one, Grawl. Oh.
We're professionals, everyone. Sometimes professionals just, have technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can consider ourselves professional. We've been doing this, 5 years?
Yeah, since the pandemic. So yeah, 5 years.
That's pretty fucking professional, if you ask me.
Yeah. Think about the hours we put in.
And not one advertiser.
No, we have not been sponsored by NordVPN or Raid Shadow Legends. We have kept our dignity.
Oh, I totally sell my dignity just so I can buy some more battle mechs.
Oh, fair.
It's an addiction, you see.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yay!
Yes!
I had to completely reboot my computer. I have no idea what was the problem.
That's strange.
Maybe Discord was just had a software issue that needed to get kicked. So anyway, Grawl, you have been handed this thing of bun and pie.
Wigan kebab.
Goro looks at it strangely. Is this normal human food?
No, it's English food.
I thought the English for humans.
Well,
You said normal.
but...
You said normal. This is English food. It's different. They conquered half the world for spices and then used absolutely none of them.
That being said, I'm sure once we start eating it, we'll just suddenly the whole thing will be gone and we'll want to get another one. That's typically how their food goes.
Be happy I didn't get jelly deals.
Okay,
I did, however, get some deep-fried Mars bars from Scotland because they actually have taste.
Jelly eels be something Trog would like.
Good to know.
So they're on their way down. Group Marcus is there in a smart-looking blazer, black pants, and white t-shirt. Then, the door opens and you hear the sound of scuffling. And Setsa enters in a gigantic green, formal Victorian gown with a rather ornate nonsense hat.
I don't think you're going to fit on the miniature steam train.
I shall persevere. Indeed.
Eli is just best way I could put it is he's trying to imitate David Tennant, but failing. He's got, like, the Converse. He's got a suit that's a bit too baggy.
Let us
And
go
a
on
long
to...
coat.
I hear much tell of this miniature steam train. Lady Jagoro would like to partake in this festive activity. Before we must see to other ventures of the most serious kind.
So I just thought I'd tell you, you overshot even my time period with this getup.
Very good, very good. I like to have a little bit of fun now and then. It is a lady's prerogative.
We should have just, like, let you dress up like you were from the 1960s. That might have been more fun.
Oh, with the bell bottoms and everything?
Yeah, maybe. But we're talking, like, England in the 60s, so, like, the... Okay,
With
maybe
the bell
not.
bottoms and everything?
No. Bell-bottoms were, like, an American thing, weren't they?
Well, at the very
speaking
least,
to-
everyone had the really big collars.
Yeah, I think bell bottoms was a uniquely U.S. thing.
You're speaking to a lady who is not part of, well, your little community back then. I do believe it was pre-first contact. For humans. Now let us go. Marcus, attend. Marcus steps forward. Yes, my lady. And they proceed to head to the transporter pad to beam to Norfolk, England.
Wait, I thought we were taking... Okay. So wait, what's Marcus wearing?
Black blaze, like a black suit top, black pants, and a white t-shirt.
Okay. For some reason, I thought he was sort of like matching sets, so I was just thinking
No,
of like...
not
like
at all.
Yeah, Daniel follows behind, just muttering, "Thank God he isn't wearing a fedora."
See, I was more thinking like, shit, I can't find a good,
We have
can't find a
20
good
minutes
picture of it.
left.
We have 20 minutes, alright, let's...
All right, so they beam to Norfolk, England. It's the town center. There's a little banner saying, "Welcome, galactic travelers." It's what the city council has done to grace the transporter pad. It doesn't see too much use, so apart from the wear of, just weather and elements, it looks quite new and quite well maintained. So they're in this little bit of a town square radiating out from a roundabout, and they have the small town of Norfolk stretching on ahead of them. It is, of course, a overcast day.
Of course it's England, it's going to be overcast. Can't ask for a little bit of sunlight.
Setsa pops open an umbrella that matches her gown.
Where were you hiding that? Don't tell me.
This gown is filled with many secrets.
You're using a transporter thing, aren't you? The
Mayhaps. I have
Pattern
sandwiches.
Are they the tiny little tea sandwiches with cucumbers?
No, they're filled with unip.
Oh,
Unip is better than cucumber.
debatable.
Indeed. So,
Okay.
Grawl, Daniel, how do you like England?
Daniel doesn't really answer. He's just kind of looking around.
It doesn't look much different from England in your time.
Yeah, for that reason, Daniel's just kind of... He didn't really expect it to look quite this much the same. He's just kind of...
There's even a red phone box.
No
Is it
blue
always
police
raining
box?
here?
My God. Yeah, pretty much. They tried to do something with the weather controllers, the atmospheric stuff. Like, still rains. Confound scientists to this day.
Yeah. If there's one thing I know about England, it'll always find a way to have rainy, foggy weather. Daniel just kind of almost starts to wander off, just looking around.
Mr. Daniel, the steam train, I believe, is this way. I have it located on my tricorder. I have scanned for its signature, and I do believe I've locked onto it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that. All right. Yeah, I'll follow you guys.
The minute your steam train awaits, we will have a jolly time.
You know, they closed this down for a while in the 21st century, but then they rebuilt it bigger. This only used to go like one kilometer or so. Now it just goes most of the county.
Very good, very good. We can get off at a certain point without having to jettison ourselves and roll, correct?
Yeah, there's stops.
Okay, that is good. So, yes, Eli, how did you come to know about Norfolk?
Oh, there's a friend of my dad's that lived here. Might still
Oh.
live here. Hopefully not. I really hope not.
Is he
Maybe
associated
just-
with the? Is he associated with the steam train at all?
No.
Okay, well, chances are then shan't see him there.
I mean, he's not associated with it, but I'm pretty sure he likes to ride it if he's still here. Maybe he's in Australia. Maybe he's on Andor.
We shall
Maybe
see.
smoking.
I mean, we do have some time here. Let us go. Forthwith. Etc.
Yeah. Fortnite.
And the group proceeds along to the sort of the more touristy area of town where the steam train has small little signs pointing tourists to the way. It is a major feature of Norfolk at this point. The county train, as it's called now. There's children ambling about, but it's certainly a quiet day. It's certainly not a bright summer noontime that's amenable to tourism. So they arrive, and the steam train is waiting there. There's a few passengers waiting on board, some business people who apparently use it for transportation between different farms. And then, well, Eli, you notice a man grinning who is in the diminutive engine car of the steam train. He's wearing a yellow jacket that is quite familiar.
Nobody look back. Just everyone look forward. Don't look back.
So, Graves nods and tries to guide Setsa along as she is definitely looking at the steam train.
Out of
Bro.
character, this was Duncan's idea. I promise.
Well,
Or
no, it's partially your fault.
I made the joke. You went with it.
Yeah.
It's too late now.
Goro looks behind and notices that there's a black shaggy dog following him. Hey, doggy.
Ooh, doggo?
Setsa turns around again.
There's a doggo there. How unusual. Hello, doggy. Can you smell Nala on me?
Growl, this is yours.
The dog pants and walks forward and sniffs.
The doggo sniffs Setsa. Setsa giggles. And from her transporter buffer, gives him a sandwich.
Dog looks happy and then trots away.
And with that, well, they're going to get aboard the steam train, but with one final roll for the night. Let us see if they can get aboard the train without causing too much commotion and drawing too much attention. Everyone give me a control security roll.
Can I do, perhaps instead of control security, can I do presence command?
For trying to look innocuous, I would allow it.
All right, thank you. Presence command. Okay,
Control
so that's-
security or presence command for anyone.
And, all right, nothing I have can really give me an advantage. Oh, BB, no.
He's distracted, all right.
BB.
Backstories and all
Oh,
that
getting an error.
nonsense.
Oh, phew.
Setsa gets 2 successes. And let me look up Graves.
Somehow gets 2 successes. Jeez.
Alright.
I feel like she should have had the most threat being in the big dress.
Yeah, I was going to invoke that if it came to it, but no.
It's too good of a roll. God dang it.
And Graves also gets 2 successes. So, let me review the rolls. DB. Setsa is... Well, Setsa is making a little bit of a commotion just from the fact that she is wearing a giant gown, but Marcus is assisting her effectively, and so is Grawl, helping to get the hoop skirts into position without unduly spoiling Seth's dignity, such as it is. But you, DB, you sit in front of the group, in sight of the man. He turns and says, "Ah, hello there! Come to ride the mighty county train, have you? Good lad, good lad."
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, has it now? Been to Norfolk before?
Yeah, actually, once. And Daniel, this whole time, Daniel's just kind of seeming kind of out of it, looking around.
Oh, it's a place of unusual character, let's say. Fond of it myself, come by every now and then, and, well, based on my experience here, the county has seen fit to make me the conductor for the day. Quite glorious, quite glorious.
My family came here for vacation one year when I was, want to say, 14?
That's not when they
It's been
had
a
all
long
the
time.
seaweed, was it?
Wait, what?
That's not when they had all the seaweed, was it? Many a year it's washed up. Quite mysterious.
I don't really know what you're talking about, but
Few ever knew! It's the joy of it. Discovering new people, new insights, rarely do you really know what's going on. First, well, must simply observe. I observe that you will have a good time here.
Daniel just kind of stays quiet for a few seconds and then asks, Can I blow the whistle?"
Oh, of course, of course. Come up here, come up here. There's plenty of room on this bench. And there's a marginally adequate amount of room. The man is large, rippling with muscle, flowing black hair. He shows Daniel the different controls of the steam train, just so he doesn't knock anything a kilter. And then he shows the cord for the steam train whistle.
May I?
Give it a mighty pull!
Daniel just gives it a good old yank.
You make the toot toot. It is a jolly toot toot.
He's being in the front of the train. No one can really, but the guy next to him can really see his face. But if anyone could, they'd see that he has kind of a I don't know, just a more relaxed smile than he's really had since arriving on the Reliant.
He gets a mighty pat on the shoulder and says, "You're welcome to stay up here, and I'll assist as assistant train conductor. There might be an extra hat around here as well. I'm donning it shortly. But you may return to your friends as well if you'd enjoy their company. I shall not impose."
Thank you. I'd like that.
From inside the little station, a guy actually wearing a conductor uniform steps out, rubbing his head. "You there! You're not supposed to be on that!"
The train starts moving.
No, get back!
Setsa looks around and is like, okay. And the train is going at some speed now, and they go off on a jolly little ride around the county of Norfolk. And I think that's a good place to end it for tonight. For
Part two.
Oh my god, I don't know if I could do a part 2, but
No, you can do a part. You have the energy for this. You can do a part 2. You're perfect.
I just want to say, I just want to explain what the roll was. I rolled control engineering to see if anything interesting happened with the train. It was just 2 successes, nothing particularly interesting.
I mean, okay, for a part 2, it would have to start with Kara looking, okay, where we gotta get going, where is everyone? And she finds, like, part of the group's in Norfolk, but there's a transporter inhibitor in place. You must
Yes.
investigate. Okay, if we want to push that aside, but if at the same time we might have a guest next time, so we shall see.
No, that's perfect. Like because DS9's got to be a two-parter. Let's face it. So
I know it's going to be a two-parter too, so we shall see.
yeah, but can
how
we
things
really
go.
get him for 2 parts?
Oh, probably not. We'll see.
Exactly. So this is like this is perfect for it.
Okay. Oh, well, at any rate, we will discuss about the plans of this episode. That
You
is
and me,
taken
we have
on
to talk
its
afterwards. Yes.
Should
We
I
will talk
should I put off
afterwards.
should I put off the armor experiments and prototyping till next session?
You might be able to do that at the very end of next session, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, I'm not going to be able to fill an entire episode about Norfolk.
No, we'll talk. We'll figure something out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like we this was supposed to just be bullshit, but we're actually going somewhere with the actual story. I have a plan.
Excellent. All right. We'll see.
It
About
actually, like this whole session's been kind of silly, but it actually ended on a decent character moment for Daniel that I wasn't really expecting to happen.
And that's what I'm angling for with episodes like these. So with that, we will say goodnight. And remember, we have an email, reliant@starbasegc.com. We'll see everyone later. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Remember,
Bye-bye.
kids, don't commandeer miniature steam trains.
You all have a good night now.
Toodles.
Hoot toot.